Okay, here we are back again with more Dragon Age Origins, and as you can see, we're in the Frostbacks. Let's see, first of all, I recorded a 25-minute episode, and then afterwards realized that my microphone hadn't been recording the entire time, so there was no commentary on it. Fortunately, all I did was clear out a few minor side quests for the Mages Collective and the Blackstone Irregulars, so it wasn't really anything worth keeping anyway, so I just trashed it. And then I started recording another episode, and the game crashed about 2 minutes in. So, yeah, we're starting again. This is like my third time trying this. I think what's happening is that there's some guys up here that we're going to fight momentarily, and there's a mage, and she's trying to cast a spell that's crashing the game, basically. This happens once in a while. I totally forgot that I have Mana Clash. Like, it's kind of late at night. I'm kind of brain dead right now. So hopefully that won't happen again. We'll take care of this quickly enough that it won't crash once again. Boom, there, okay. That should be taken care of. Should be okay now. Hopefully we will not have... Zevran, where are you? Okay. I'm just gonna help you out then, because nobody else is, and I don't want you to die or anything. Okay. I'm gonna heal you here really quick too. Oh, you healed yourself first. Alright. Sounds good.
Now we play a little.
Alright, good stuff.
This should be easy enough.
Looks good. Looks good. Yeah. If you come here too early in the game, this fight is especially hard and will probably kill you. This fight isn't basically intended as kind of a level check to be like, hey, if you're too low of a level, you might not want to try this part, because this section of the game is a little bit higher of difficulty. It's intended for a higher level players, kind of, and so that's what that fight is for. Obviously, we did it without any real issues because we are higher level. That's why I didn't do Orzammar, like, immediately. So, here we are.
Most traders aren't allowed into Orzammar, so they just sort of gather near the doors. There's no laws up here at all, I'm told.
I'm glad you know these things, Alistair. You know, for all that Alistair plays dumb, I think he's actually pretty well read. And he's also, I mean, he is also quite smart. Like, he plays dumb quite a bit, but he's not actually as stupid as he tries to come across. I think it really is sort of a... I have a lot of thoughts and feelings about Alistair, but I think it really is sort of a front that he puts up in order to... He tries to make himself likable, and the dumb act is kind of part of that, to trying to endear himself to people or annoy the shit out of them, which either or, one of those two things. But he's not actually nearly as dumb as he likes to pretend he is. But here's Stark, the apprentice.
So what do you think will happen to all those people we left behind in Lothering?
Some of them will find their way to Denerim. Many will die, as the Maker wills.
Don't you wish you could have stayed there? To help more people, I mean.
If the Blight isn't stopped, everyone will die. This is the greater good we're serving, both of us, right here.
So it's all right to let some people die for the greater good? I'm not so sure about that. I felt bad leaving all those people there, all panicked and helpless.
You're doing what you must, Alistair. There will be worse to come yet. You will need to steel yourself. You know this.
I've never been very good at that. The steeling myself part. I find it better sometimes to just be a little weak. I'm all right with that, really.
I don't believe you. And either way, it's not as if any of us has a choice.
I love that conversation. It's really fantastic. It tells you a lot about both of their personalities and their characters, especially what they've been through. Liliana has really inured herself to violence and innocent people dying, sometimes for what she sees as a greater good. And because she's very religious, she has sort of taught herself to deal with that, I guess, in a way that Alistair never really has. Alistair's very young and is actually pretty inexperienced. Like, he was trained as a Templar, but he hasn't really, like, he hasn't really seen much more action than Ariadne has by the time we meet him in the prologue. So, I mean, he's almost as sort of innocent as the PC is. So it's really interesting moment there. Let's talk to this apprentice.
What can I do for you?
I have a note here from your master.
This ought to be interesting.
I bet.
Such diction. This man is a true scholar and rhetorician. I am honored to be fired by one such as he. Good day.
I'm glad that you enjoyed that. So we've delivered all 3 notices, so we can return to the Mages Collective at some point. Here's a named dwarf. Let's talk to this guy.
Oh, you wish to talk to me? Truly, it's a courtesy for one so well-armed to notice a lowly merchant.
You live on the surface?
Someone has to. Trade with other races can dry up. We surfacers are Orzammar's lifeline, even if we're denied a caste. The Assembly says we've turned our back on the stone, but they still use the goods we bring. Hypocrites.
That's not right. Someone should do something.
Maybe it'll change by the time my children are grown.
How often do you restock in Orzammar?
Twice a year. I'm confined to a trade stall in the Commons, but I see enough. It's very closed in. My grandfather says I've lost my stone sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having it.
Alright, I should go.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you, sir. What else have we got here? Some gossips. These are like the guys in Lothering.
Reminds me of the way he's acting.
What?
The Orlesians. Pap always said they were tyrants and needed a good boot.
I wouldn't say that out loud.
Right.
Call Loghain an Orlesian and you're asking for a trip to the
That's
dungeon.
exactly what he doesn't want. These guys are kind of the same thing as what the people in Lothering were. There were some gossips in Lothering that were sort of talking about various events that were happening.
Did you hear? Andraste's ashes have been found.
Yeah.
Here in Ferelden too.
Mother Vorlin said that's just some hoax.
Mother Vorlin is a half-blind old cow. No one knows Andraste came from Ferelden. It makes sense they'd bring her ashes back here.
Those ashes are so old they'd be dust by now. I don't believe any of it.
Okay. Yeah, okay, sure. We'll let you have that. The deserter, let's talk to you.
Yes?
Yes, I'm here on behalf of the Blackstone Irregulars.
Oh? What was this about?
Well, I'm here to bring you in for desertion.
I worried this might happen. I hoped it wouldn't be you who came for me. I have no choice. Forgive me, Warden, but I cannot go back with you.
Okay, fair enough.
Let's get started. Look at this. As for the violence and attention. Sometimes.
Okay.
Is it just me? Or do you actually think you have a chance?
Nice. Alright. Let's get the guild supplies. Ooh, frost shear, cold damage, and a potent health poultice. Not bad, not bad. I think... Yeah, we can turn that one in too. So that'll be good. I like being able to knock those quests out as soon as possible. Surface Dwarf.
Is it true Grey Wardens killed Ferelden's king?
No. No, it's not.
They think they're isolated now? Merchants won't risk this happening again.
And can't talk to that guy yet.
You hear about this son of Merrick? Some
Oh,
bastard
dear.
from Redcliffe, I hear. Are we supposed to be impressed?
Oh
If
dear.
Arleman's standing up for him, I'd say we should be.
I don't know why Arleman is complicating things. I thought he would calm all this fighting down, not make everyone even more upset.
Maybe what he says is true. You ever think of that?
True. Good point. Good point. Okay, let's head up.
All those mages in Lake Caledon, they have been turned into a pack of demons.
Oh dear.
No. Did the Templars kill them all, at least?
Nope, I guess they got better.
More likely working with a darkspawn to take us
Oh boy.
I don't even want to think about it.
I do like that. It's like they point out that like the common people are actually terrified of mages. Like they're pretty scary. Okay, here's something going on up here now.
Gain will not suffer the delay of his appointed messenger.
Oh boy.
Vieta, this land is held in trust for the sovereign dwarven kings. I cannot allow entry at this time.
King Loghain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your assembly. I am his appointed messenger.
I don't care if you're the king's wiper. Orzammar will have none but its own until our throne is settled.
Why have your people retreated like this?
They hide because they are dwarves.
I would challenge any race to fare as well. Our king is dead. Endrunai Dukan returned to the Stone Knot 3 weeks ago. The Assembly has gone through a dozen votes without agreeing on a successor. If it is not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
A blight is coming. They must unite for Ferelden.
Wait, who are you to speak for Ferelden? You're no messenger to Loghain, that's for certain.
Thank the ancestors.
I'm a Grey Warden. This treaty obliges Orzammar to aid me.
The Wardens killed King Cailan and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Loghain.
Well, that is the Royal Seal. That means only the Assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner?
Oh, jeez.
In the name of King Loghain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
Run to your false king. The dwarves will not hear him today.
You'll hear of this. King Loghain will see you quartered.
Sure.
You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
Sounds like you've got some problems of your own, my man. Some problems of your own. Okay.
Fair journeys, Warden.
Thanks. Glad y'all know me.
Ah, the Paragons, I believe. The dwarves worship their own ancestors, if you can believe it.
Indeed.
Spare a few bits for an old man.
Paragon Orton.
On it.
Sweet. Paragon Bronca.
Now that's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Bronca, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her. She...
Don't say that. Not to me, not to anyone. Now get back to the forge. I want to see more details.
Yes, Mother.
Oh boy. Paragon Bemet. And Paragon Garal. And Paragon Lantena. Paragon Rildan. Dwarven Scholar. Hello.
Show respect, Surfacer. You're in the Hall of Heroes, home to the best of us.
The figures are quite grand indeed.
Paragons, dwarves who achieve such greatness, they're considered ancestors even if they yet walk among us. If only we had one now. A unifier. A voice like that, there would be no dissension.
So find one.
Surfacers always assume nothing happens underground without them. Many are trying, despite our stalemate. Goodbye, Warden. I hope you're not needed.
I am needed because there's a blight. Like, you just, that's, I mean, you, okay, whatever. Whatever. I'm not gonna deal with this.
So, you're female, Liliana?
Oh dear.
I am? That's new. When did that happen?
Oh boy.
I just wanted some advice. What should I do if I think a woman is special and...
You want to woo her? Here's a good tip. You shouldn't question her about her femaleness.
All right, yes, good point.
Why'd you ask? Are you afraid things will not proceed naturally?
Why would they? Especially when I do things like ask women if they're female.
It adds to your charm, Alistair. You're a little awkward. It is endearing.
It is.
So I should be awkward?
No, it's okay.
Didn't you just say not to do things like that?
Just be yourself. You do know how to do that, don't you?
All right, forget I asked.
I appreciate Liliana's advice there, though. She's a good one. She's a good one. Be yourself. It's just be yourself. It's all right. Here's a thing. Commission report. Key to the city. While your concerns have merit, the Assembly has made itself clear. Space within the Tig is at a premium, but the intended function of the hall merits the additional resources committed. The statues of the Paragons must be the core of the Hall of Heroes. There is no other placement that so benefits dwarven interests. It is the first glimpse that surface ambassadors have of Orzammar, an introduction not just to our living ancestors, but also to the stone from which we were born. They must see it shaped before they can understand the complexity of its raw form. The hall must also serve a second purpose, as a last sight for departing brethren. Those who choose to leave must do so with the heavy gaze of their ancestors at their backs. It is a reminder of duty and of consequence. We will promote all manner of trade, but also reinforce that those who leave for too long will return as strangers to the stone. From a report of the Assembly Zoning Commission. Okay. Sweet. Let's go into the Commons.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
You will not speak that way about the man who should be king!
Wow. That was intense. Alright. Sweet. Oh dear. What in the heck is going on here?
Vieta, Surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
Can a city function like this?
See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are.
No, I don't, but...
Thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there. Sort this all out in a hurry.
The proving?
Personal battles for honor and ancestor. I don't expect a surfacer to understand. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate. The true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
Sounds like Balin and Harrowmont are the ones to talk to.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the Assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate.
You mentioned paragons?
Surfacers appoint no paragons?
Nope.
Truly, you're lost in all that sky.
Truly.
They are the best of us, declared living ancestors. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate. The true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
Okay. The Blight is coming, and I need Orzammar's assistance.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the Assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
I should get going.
Yes, you should.
Okay, thank you. Alright, sweet. So I have to talk to both of these guys. Speak to Dulin Forender and speak to Vartag Gavorn. Also seek out Steward Bandalore, the Lords of the Assembly. So we need to address the Assembly. So we get to do all of these things. Awesome. And yeah, so we're in the middle of a paragon of her kind. Sounds good.
It's big.
Yes, it is.
As you wish.
Floor carving. Lots of codex, too.
So, I imagine it has been some time for you, Liliana.
Oh dear.
Some time for me. I do not know what you mean.
For what?
Some time since you last
Oh
knocked
god.
boots, shall we say?
Zevran.
You did just come from the cloistered life, no?
Of course it has been some time. There are more important things in life than knocking boots, Zevran.
Oh, I'll not argue that. I simply mean that the body has urges. Urges given to us by the Maker. Yours must be considerable after all that time.
That is a very personal question.
I mean no offense. I simply offer my services should you ever feel the need for release.
Let me think about it then. Should every man in Ferelden suddenly die, you may even have your chance.
Haha, progress.
Right. I would not call that progress, Zevran. I would not call that progress. I mean, it's very generous of you to offer your services like that, but I'm pretty sure that was Liliana trying to let you down easy. I don't think that is gonna happen in this lifetime, but nice try. Otherwise, I think we're at about time, so we're gonna leave it here. As always, if you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Later!